Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut. And, of course, the Mets are going to be playing a 3-game series against the Cardinals this week. The big boy's going tonight, Max Scherzer. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch him go up against a pretty good team. Cardinals are a good team, you know. I mean, I know they've struggled a little bit offensively, but they got that Paul Young, he kills them. And we know Nolan Arenado's on that team, and Paul Goldschmidt's on that team. Their pitching's been really good. So this is another good test for the Mets. The Mets have played really well. They've played like a team that they're on a mission. But it's very early, and we'll see. Now, next week, all the Major League teams are going to have to decide on what they're going to do with 2 players that are on their rosters. Right now, it's a 28-man roster because of the fact that we had the lockout and we've had sort of an extended spring training with every team. So this time next week, we will find out what 2 players are going to get kicked off the Mets roster. Mets currently, I think, have 15 pitchers on the roster, I believe. Most teams cannot carry more than 13 once we go into May 2nd. So the Mets are in a very interesting question to answer. One of them is really between 3 of them. If they're looking at a position player to send down, Dom Smith, J.D. Davis, and Robinson Cano. J.D. Davis hit a home run last night in the Diamondbacks game. I don't think he's going anywhere. Of the 3 of them, he's probably the one guy that's going to stick because of the fact that he's right-handed. I don't know if Dom Smith has any options to get sent down to the minors. He might have one. I'm not sure. So I'm never going to tell you if I'm sure and I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if he does. I'd have to look it up. But I don't think he does. But I'm not 100% sure one way or the other. Robinson Cano. Robbie is hitting 200. His slugging percentage is 250. He has looked horrendous at the plate. He doesn't have a lot of bat speed anymore. Now, this video is talking about why we don't like him. First of all, we don't like him because, 1, he's not productive. He's been a major disappointment since he's gotten here. Stupid dog outside. He's been a major disappointment production-wise. Secondly, he's making a lot of money. Thirdly, he is a PED user, 2-time loser. He missed all of last year because of this. Now, if he gets hit again, he's going to be gone forever. He's going to be completely, totally banned for life. So he will be gone. Thirdly, he was a Yankee. Or fourthly, there's a lot of reasons. He was a Yankee. And unless you are very productive, here in New York, we don't really take kindly to former Yankees that don't do well here. The same goes to the Yankees. So if the Yankees had a Met that was on their team and wasn't doing well, they wouldn't like him either. There's something territorial with us here in New York. And finally, the reason we don't really care for him is obviously because of that trade the Mets made to get him and Edwin Diaz. They gave Jared Kelenic and Justin Dunn. Kelenic, even though he's struggling and has been struggling for the most part since he's come up, was when the Mets brought him in to the draft. It was that season. It was the 2018 season that they made him the number 6 overall pick in the draft. That was in June. 6 months later, the Mets traded him. At the time, most Met fans, including myself, were absolutely livid that the Mets made that trade. It was a bad trade then, and it's still a bad trade. You do not trade a number 1 pick that's considered the best position player out of high school that you just brought in for a guy that had already been pinched on a PED use, which he lost half a season in 2018. So as a Met fan, none of us have been happy with Cano from the moment he got here. And to be honest with you, if the Mets were to get rid of him, I think 99% of us would be like, all right, Move on. If you watch him defensively, the range is in there. If you watch him with his bat, the bat speed is in there. And no matter what he does in the clubhouse, in terms of as a leader, it's not worth the aggravation of seeing him strike out or hit a weak ground ball at this point. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about all the things I brought up. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.